Many people in my generation talk the talk of early retirement. They envision themselves traveling the world, living their life one selfie at a time. As cute as that may be, most people never take the necessary steps to get there. In my opinion, there's two methods to achieve early retirement, and in today's video, that's what we're covering. So if you're for real about breaking tradition and truly living a global lifestyle where you get to live out your dreams, this is the video for you. If you watch this video to the very end, I'm going to be sharing some exclusive information so that you can get direct mentoring from me and improve your odds of hitting your goals. On this channel, we mostly cover real estate and business. I've built a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio, mid-sized home healthcare company, and plan to live a global lifestyle myself. If this is the sort of thing that interests you, make sure that you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a thing. My name is Carl Pierre, and this is entp Life. So let's get straight to it. If you're able to generate $2,500 a month passively, you're able to retire and live a solid middle-class lifestyle in 70% of the world, including some of the US cities. When you think of it this way, what you're doing is setting your retirement number. You need to ask yourself how much money it will take you to live the quality of lifestyle that is acceptable to you in whatever that specific country is. What I'm saying is you have to be specific about what your retirement number is for that area and the lifestyle that you want for yourself. In setting this number and standard, you may find out that early retirement is closer than you think. My retirement number is to generate $3 million passively every single year. $3 million may sound like a lot of money, but the principle behind that is that I want to have enough money to continue to invest in new talent, in new people, new projects throughout the world. I plan on living everywhere, actually. My goal is to have 12 properties in 12 different cities and rotate between them and start to build a culture around innovation, problem solving, and community. So for me to do that, I need to have flexibility in capital and flexibility to kind of get around places. I'm looking to purchase a Pilatus PC-12 or a Cirrus Vision Jet for myself, so I need operational cash for that. But my lifestyle is really pegged to about $10,000 a month, just to cover living expenses, family support, and day-to-day lifestyle things. So I have like a two-tier approach. Tier one, which I've already achieved, is to make $10,000 a month passively. That money covers life, right? I really don't have to worry about really being fixed to a job, etc. That money is generated from my real estate holdings and from my home healthcare companies, and life is good on that side. But I still haven't gotten to the point where I'm generating $3 million a year. And for me to get there, I realized that it's going to require me to have a major exit event in my company where I'm able to accumulate more real estate assets and other asset classes, as well as building out a few more passive streams of income. Really, I know that if I have $100 million in real estate assets, I'll certainly make a spread of $3 to $5 million a year without really much difficulty, all right? Now, on the other end, with building the companies out, that already produces income for me. It's been working and life is good. But when you're generating your own passive income number, you really just need to iron out what sort of life you need for yourself. If you're comfortable living your typical middle-class lifestyle in the United States, you totally can do this on a shoestring budget in most places in the world. So once you start looking at it that way and you say, hey, how much can I get away with if I have $2,000, right? Can I get a 4-bedroom house or a 4-bedroom apartment? Can I provide for myself food and travel? Can I live the same American lifestyle that I have somewhere else for a third of what I'm making now? And if you're comfortable doing that, you'll be able to see that there's a faster and faster pathway to hitting that number. Now that you know what my number is, what's yours? Now that you know how to think about this, let me know right in the comment section below what your retirement number is and where you plan on retiring yourself. Let's talk about a few ways to achieve passive income so that you can retire early. Method one is to accumulate assets. By definition, an asset is a resource with economic value that an individual, corporation, or country owns or controls with the expectation that it will provide a future benefit. And by future benefit, we mean money. Here are assets that you can invest in: stocks or shares of a company. A share represents a unit of ownership. You could own stocks of public and private companies with the expectation of getting a share of the profits in a distribution referred to as dividends. Dividend trading can produce income. This is not to be confused with speculation or short-term trading. Another asset class is real estate. Real estate, not much to be said here, but you can essentially own commercial or residential real estate where you're earning cash flow over your expenses. You could even use a rent-to-rent strategy where you're making a spread between what you're renting it for and what you're generating in income. I do this in my co-working spaces as well as Airbnb. Commodities. These are basically resources used to sustain life. Some common commodities are oil, cattle, metals like copper, gold, silver, and personally I prefer the commodities that humans need to survive, like animal proteins. Debt. Yep, debt is another asset class when you're the originator of debt. You're essentially the holder of a paper asset with payback term. This payback term is where you make your money. For argument's sake, let's say you have $250,000 in cash and you lent that out to a qualified borrower at 12% a year. You would earn $2,500 a month in interest. Let's take debt a bit further and assume that you borrowed $1 million at 4% and then made loans at 12%. You would still earn a spread of 8% or $80,000 a year by lending money that you borrowed. Another thing that you could do is buy debt originated by someone else and then collect the interest based on the terms that they've already negotiated. So what's method number 2? Method 2 is to build a business that runs independently of you. The majority of people out there calling themselves entrepreneurs or CEOs are merely self-employed. I know it sounds like I'm speaking badly of this group, but it's true. A CEO is an employee in most well-run companies. There aren't many great founder CEOs. If you want to retire early by being an entrepreneur, you need to build a business where your employees, including the CEO that you hired, run your business. In this case, you earn distributions generated by the business's activities that you helped to build. You can also grow this business and sell it for a multiple of its earnings and potentially retire on the cash or on the cash flow generated by the assets that you buy with your buyout money. Now, I hope these explanations made sense to you. First of all, you need to define exactly how much money that you need to make to retire where you want to retire. If you want to live a pretty humble lifestyle, you can do that in many countries for as little as $600 or even $900 a month. I just saw a YouTube video where someone was renting an apartment in Playa del Carmen for $220 a month, and it was pretty nice. I also did a video covering how much it costs to live in Buzios, and I found a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house renting also for $220 a month in Buzios, Brazil. That wasn't a bad house or a bad location. After you have that number set and where you want to live, it's all about creating the life that's going to allow you to get there. What sort of asset class are you going to purchase that's going to spin off the type of money that you're looking for? In addition to the asset class, what sort of other passive income strategies are you going to employ? And this is where I get to talk a little bit about what I'm up to and what's next for you. One of my businesses is healthcare staffing. I also own a home healthcare agency. And a lot of people always ask me, how did you get started? Is it lucrative? Does it make money, etc.? Can you mentor me? Can you show me how you go about doing this? And what I've decided to do was create a new course where I show you exactly how to start a staffing firm. Now, the focus is going to be on healthcare staffing because that's what I know the best, but the principles will be able to be applied to any industry group. So you can do this in IT, security guards, any industry group that you can imagine, babysitters, you name it. The same strategy could work. And the thing that I like about a staffing company is that essentially you're making a spread over the work of others. And you make money over the size and the volume of the people that are working for you. So you could have this workforce of 30, 50, 100 employees, all making you $5, $10 an hour as far as your spread is concerned, managed by a team of managers, and you could go on and live your life. These are the type of businesses that you want to start. These aren't businesses that are entirely dependent on you to be there and to function, kind of like a food truck, for instance. A food truck needs you to operate it for the most part, unless you hire people to run your food truck the way that you wanted it to run. But I like businesses where you're providing services to other businesses and where you're kind of benefiting from human capital. That way you're creating jobs while making money for yourself. So this program is going to be launching this spring. I'll be letting you know more about it. If you're interested, also use the comment section below to let me know that you're interested. I'll shoot you my email address so that you could pre-register for that course. My goal is to get you guys out there making the sort of money that you need to make so that you can move on and start living your own dreams, right? For most of us, it's all about money. Money's the great limiter. Money is preventing us from doing the things that we want to do. So if I can show you how to make money and how to allocate that money properly so that you can kind of break free of having to work a job or having to kind of worry about this money issue, then I got you living, towards or moving towards the path that's living your dreams. Once again, thank you for joining me here at ENTP Life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.